Missionaries murdered in Haiti, policeman arrested in Westmoreland, 54-year-old bartender shot and killed while having his dinner, reggae boys and reggae girls making preparations for stiff competition. This is Undiluted News, Mikey Bones reporting. A U.S. couple were among three missionaries shot and killed by a gang outside a church in the Haitian capital, which has endured months of extreme violence with deadly assaults on hospitals, prisons, and government buildings. Missions in Haiti, an Oklahoma-based nonprofit founded in 2000, said Davy and Natalie Lloyd and a third person were killed in Port-au-Prince by armed men on Thursday evening. The third victim was identified by U.S. media outlet as Jude Montes, the Haitian director of missions in Haiti. And you would think that with all the arms that was going on in Haiti, these people would stay away. Satan is not the respecter of no one. Why do they think that they were bulletproof to gunshots? The US government had told their citizens to leave long time ago as there is no government there. There is no security forces to give protection and all the police have already run away long time ago. So there is no security for them. So why do they stay? The family of a former nurse at Percy Junior Hospital who died in a doctor's private office has expressed disappointment following the ruling that was handed down by the Medical Council of Jamaica last month. Melanie Gray Cohen died in the care of Dr. Mohammed Khan, and he was found guilty of acts of negligence and suspended for a year as a result of Mrs. Gray Cohen's death at his private practice in February of 2022. Sister of the deceased, Diane Gray, said the family acknowledges the outcome even though it was not officially shared with them. She said while the family acknowledged the decision by the medical council to suspend the doctor, they are disappointed that the outcome was not shared with the family and their legal team. She said it feels more like a slap on the wrist when compared to the irreplaceable loss that they have suffered, she complained. People's National Party President Mark Golding said it is out of desperation that the Jamaica Labour Party has resorted to using his dual citizenship to attack him. Mr. Golding said the issue, which has labeled a distraction, is threatening to overshadow the PNP's success in the local government elections held in February. Addressing supporters at the Gales Division annual conference in St. Mary on Sunday, the PNP president said the party will not be daunted as, according to him, the country lacks leadership. Meanwhile, People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell has accused the government of inciting selective outrage on the matter of opposition leader Mark Golding's citizenship status, saying that the push against Mr. Golding is due to fear of losing to the opposition leader when the next general election is called. Meanwhile, staggering data has revealed that $17.8 billion in motor insurance claims were paid out for 2023, and this was disclosed by Orville Johnson, Executive Director of the Insurance Association of Jamaica. Johnson said the figure emphasizes the need for proper training and the use of defensive driving. Last year, there were 57,200 motor claims, which is more than 1,000 claims per week, and he reminded motorists that a reduction in crashes would see a dip in insurance premiums. A police constable was arrested after he was caught attempting to smuggle contraband into the Wittown lockup in Westmoreland on Saturday, and it's reported that sometime before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the police constable who on cell guard duty entered the holding area with a bag in his hand. Another police officer who was on station supervision duty saw him standing at the entrance of the cell block with a bag and decided to search it. The bag reportedly contained 40 cigarettes, a plastic water bottle with liquid smelling like rum, 2 packs of Rizla rolling paper, 3 lighters, a SIM card, and 10 ounces of ganja, and the incident is now being investigated. Meanwhile, police are probing the murder of a man in Georges Valley, Manchester on Sunday night. Police named the man as Carlton Lewis, 53, a resident of Woodland Heights in Georges Valley in the parish. A police report said that about 8:15 p.m., residents heard loud explosions and subsequently saw Lewis suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds on a roadway in the community. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. And Manchester has now recorded 15 murders since the start of the year. And as a result, the police are reporting that a curfew will be imposed in the community. The curfew started at 6 p.m. yesterday evening and will end 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Information has so far revealed that the recent spate of violent crimes in the community is because of interpersonal disputes between rival gangsters, sources said. Persons are reminded that during the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries of that curfew are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. A man listed as a person of interest in connection with the shooting death of 42-year-old Nadia Binz is now in police custody. Binns was gunned down at her Helicon St. Anne home shortly after returning from church last Sunday. According to police, the man identified as Randy Tail was taken into custody on Friday following a dragnet in Discovery Bay in which 6 others were arrested. Police had previously issued a public appeal for Tail to report to the station for questioning about the death of Binns, and it's understood that Tail and Binns shared a child together. A 54-year-old bartender was shot and killed in his yard by a lone gunman while he was having his dinner on Sunday, May 26. That is Christopher Brown, a resident of St. Mary. Reports are that about 9:22 p.m., Brown was sitting on his veranda at White River in the vicinity of Farmers Market in St. Mary eating dinner when a car stopped on the roadway and a lone gunman alighted from it. The gunman reportedly entered Brown's yard and opened fire, hitting him all over his body. Brown ran into his house where he collapsed. The gunman then escaped. The police were called in and Brown was taken to the Port Maria Hospital where he was pronounced dead, and no motive for the killing has been established. Now on to sports with the busy summer ahead for the Reggae Boys captain and goalkeeper Andre Blake. He is cautioning his teammates against underestimating their opponents as they look to make an impact in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifier as well as the Copa America. The second round of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the USA, Mexico and Canada kicks off on June 6 at the National Stadium where Jamaica will host the Dominican Republic. 3 days later, they will travel to Dominica at Windsor Park in Roseau. And despite both those countries being 150 and 180 respectively in the FIFA World Ranking, Blake said his team needs to lay down a marker as they seek to achieve their ultimate goals. And it's about being professional regardless of who we're playing against, and the approach is to be better every game, and these 2 games we're going to aim to get better and better, and it's the perfect preparation going into the Copa America, which is a big tournament for us. National Senior Women's Football Team assistant coach Xavier Gilbert is optimistic about the Reggae girls' preparation for the challenge against Brazil as the team leaves the island yesterday for the 2 international friendly matches. The first match is scheduled for June 1st in Recife, and the second game will be played in Salvador on June 4th. And despite a few injuries, Gilbert said that the returning players who featured in the FIFA Women's World Cup last year are in good shape and have been performing well for their clubs, while the inclusion of young players who perform well in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers is also a positive sign for the team. The team's goal is to win, but also to develop and prepare for major games in the future, and Gilbert is aware of the challenges that they face but is looking forward to the opportunity to compete and perform at their best. And don't forget that the best news and sports takes place on this station. If you ever miss the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep us going. And that's news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bounce. I gone.